What's up, guys? It's Rooster. I'm headed up to Monkey's house first thing in the morning so we can hit the junkyard, see if we can grab a few things that we need for the Ranger and the Explorer. I think we're also picking up a new toolbox for him tomorrow as well. But what I thought about is before we go to the junkyard, a lot of people don't know what to bring or don't know how to bring stuff to the junkyard. You don't need to bring your whole toolbox, but you need more than just a flathead screwdriver as well. So finding a good balance, knowing what you're looking for is important. First things, what are you going to be looking for? I'm looking for interior trim pieces, so I don't need very many things, mostly all small sockets, you know, a little bit. Carl's going to be pulling a front drive shaft off of an Explorer, hopefully, if we can find one, so he may need a little bit more of the big items. But either way, while we're there, we always like to look across the yard, see if there's anything that's interesting, anything that's worth some money that we can grab while we're there. So you always want to make sure you're prepared. So first things first, real simple. Always have a set of wrenches. Always recommend one on a rack, just simply because you know, you can see one's missing, you know what you have when you go, and you know what you have when you leave. It's very important in the junkyard. You got to watch other people in there, especially on the weekend. Next thing, I've got my normal, I've got my 1/2-inch socket sets. Carl's going to be pulling a drive shaft, he'll probably need this. 3/8 bread and butter, 3/8 short, and then I also have a few 1/4-inch drive. I've got a couple ratchets. I've got a short and a long, and a 3/8 drive. I'm sorry, if you're doing something that you need a 1/4-inch socket for, if you need anything bigger than this for a ratchet, just upgrade. Go to 3/8 if you can. That's why so many use strip out ratchets. Got, of course, you know, a couple extensions just in case you can't get to something. Next, pliers. Again, don't overkill it. Something big, something medium, something small. Of course, needle nose, and your wire cutters or dikes. I'm doing some interior trim pieces, so I do have just a couple picks and a couple body trim tools just to make it easier. And everybody knows if you ever pull anything off of a Honda, you better have one. Another thing, just a magnet. The ground on a junkyard is disgusting. There's spit, there's fluids. It's nasty. You don't feel like crawling down there. You can't see it very well, but that's one of the things. I always bring a large car floor mat just because it's got a rubber bottom and a nice soft carpet on the top just so I can get down. Me as well, I'm a big fat man. I bring knee pads because they hurt. Another thing as well, if you're going to be holding things out of way, like I said, he's pulling a drive shaft, don't be afraid, bring some bungee cords. They're light, throw them in the pack and you're good to go. Again, if you're going to be going under a car, #1 rule, you think I'm crazy? I love eye protection. And other than that, if you're going to be doing anything, you may deal with some rust, so nothing better than a pair of vice grips to deal with a rusty bolt if you can. And that's really about it. That's even a lot in my opinion. If I wasn't going with Carl, you'd probably just catch me going out there with, you know, a few of your screwdrivers and my 1/4-inch set. But we got to make sure we got everything. Like I said, we might find something worth some money in there. Next thing is how you bring it. A lot of you guys love to bring your tool bag. They sell tool bags on the truck. Forget that. 1, tool truck bags are expensive. 2, you're going to be carrying all this stuff in and carrying all of it out. It gets heavy. You're going to have a handful of parts, handful of bag. You do not want to leave either in the junkyard while you're waiting. What I recommend, go online, grab a cheap military-style book bag. You can get them for like 15, 20 bucks maybe. They're great because while you're working, they're set down. You can take things like your screwdrivers, and it's got pockets. Hey, what do you know? It works. As well as it's got plenty of pockets for everything. You think it's goofy, but the pencil holders make great for carrying things like your pocket screwdriver and stuff like that. You've got a big section to carry all your ratchets and your sockets, and then you've got another section if you want to throw a part or two. So that's about all I recommend. Like I said, grab a cheap book bag. I don't bring my nice tools. You'll see this is all old, kind of rusty, impact stuff. I don't bring my good stuff to the junkyard because you got a lot of thieves wandering around there. Either way, join us tomorrow morning. We'll see what we can get.
Yes, 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 yes. Drive shaft.